Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Let's Play Legacy of Kain, Soul Reaver, and let's continue the game where we last left off, which is now trying to head towards Rahab's area. And let's continue on. Oh, actually, let's do a little backtrack. Now we can jump forward. Ah, I didn't quite hit. Oh well. I guess there was nothing else in here. It's just a refilling area. Or at least don't see any other doors or anything. Okay, so let's... Oh. God damn it. You guys keep respawning. There's an upper ledge. I need to move that, but for that I need to first go to the material. Oh, and straight into. Come on, get up. Oh, damn, auto aim. I wish there was some kind of quick turn. These guys don't stay stunned for very long. entering Rahab's territory. What's in here? Upper ledge. Yeah, let's go to the spirit realm. Ah, and the ship twists enough so you can.
Once a sanctuary against the vampire menace, this abbey has been drowned by the deluge spilling from this wounded land. Your brother Rahab and his brood, devastated even by the feeble rays of Nosgoth's sun, overcame their vulnerability to water and retreated from the surface. Now they haunt these ruins and glide in the darkness of its stagnant depths.
I do remember this area, and partly the reason is that it was one of my least favorite areas back in the day, because it required a lot of platform jumping. There are not many puzzles, I do remember, but the platforming, because you're surrounded by water, and until you kill Rahab, water will dissolve you. And if you fail doing these jumps, then you have to redo it all over again. Of course, it's now a little bit easier because you have save states, so you don't have to worry if you fumble, you can just quick load. But when playing the original PlayStation 1, you screw up and doing everything all over again, it was pretty frustrating because, well, you're soon gonna find out. And the camera doesn't always, as you can see, isn't always all that helpful. And doing precise platforming. Yes, Rahab's descendants can shoot projectiles as well. Pressurized water. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention that Rahab is located at the central of the drowned abbey, which we saw when we entered. Straight into that one. Now it starts, and this isn't even the worst of it. Come on, camera. Be finicky. Lock-on is a little bit of short because I tried to dodge that, but Raziel just jumped even though the lock-on was on. But no matter, we'll manage. Like so, it's up. You can explore the Abbey a little bit more freely once Rahab is dead. Okay, now it looks like now I have to go to the spirit realm. This seems to be one of the areas where you can explore. Once you have the swimming ability, you can break that with a projectile. This leads me back to the very beginning. So if I fall, yeah, well, thankfully I did a quick save, so I don't have to do the entire. This is just if you want to leave the area, or once you, it's a shortcut. Let's check out if there's anything else in here. Well, I'll do a quick load. No, I don't think so. There's anything. This is full circle. Yes, and like I said, when you played in PlayStation 1, did something like this, and then you had to do it all over again. So thank God for quick save states. So let's backtrack. I really do hate that these things keep respawning. Even though I didn't need recharge, I just hate them buggering around. Water everywhere, but climb this. And I actually remember this part partly because it was very frustrating when I played this as a kid, because this was one of those annoyances. You have to jump these beams, and yes, overshooting, you would have to do that all over again. Was very frustrating. Oh, and the frame rates are now dropping for some reason. I wish there was some kind of quick turn button. When you're carrying, you don't have to. Oh. Oh, come on. Oh. Oh. Ridiculous. I wish the camera would actually be a little more cooperative. Oh. Throw him to the spikes, Raziel. Ridiculous. Oh. Okay, now it's getting super ridiculous. Thank you. Oh, and this was also another jumping. Phew, no reason. Again, a little bit of delays trying to do the jumps. remember this. Now we're actually already near Rahab's lair. Like I said, this isn't very long area if you know what you're doing, but it definitely can be time consuming if you fail the jumps. Now we're already in Rahab's lair. Once we return to the material realm, we will meet Rahab. Oh. Oh, what a love of. Carefully. Still got a couple of jumps. There we go.
Raziel.
Rahab, you have adapted well to your environment, for one so maladjusted.
Do not mock me, Raziel. You of all of us should respect the power bestowed by a limitation overcome. Kain said you would come.
You speak with the murderer?
You would do well to mind your blasphemous tongue.
What more did he tell you?
That you would destroy me.
I will indeed. But tell me, before I tear your soul from its moorings, do you know what we were before Kain spawned us?
Human.
Seraphan, Rahab, the antithesis of all we ever believed.
Does it matter? We were lost. He saved us.
Saved us? From what?
From ourselves.
And now we need to fight Rahab, but I have to cut the video, but I'm not gonna yet end the Let's Play, because for a long time I was wondering that why I cannot move the camera freely, and I first thought that you could do that once you get the telekinesis power, and you need a free roaming camera to defeat Rahab, but for some reason the emulator cannot register, because you can go to the free camera mode by pressing the L2 and R2 simultaneously, but for some reason the emulator cannot register that. But thankfully on the internet I found a solution how you can get the free camera, but to do that I have to first cut the emulator and reset the buttons. So one moment. Alright, and now I have remapped the buttons, and the trick is that I had to reconfigure that the emulator that R2 and L2 are the one and the same, meaning that no matter which trigger I press, the game assumes that I'm pressing the R2s only, and with that little trick I can now auto-aim the camera, and you need to do that because you cannot shoot Rahab in here. He just retaliates. Oh. Instead you have to destroy these glass, I actually don't know what they are called in English. Well, let's just call them glass decorations to let the sunlight come in, as Rahab is still vulnerable to the light. But as I said when I was reconfiguring the map, then I cannot now move the camera around left or right. It's a weird glitch, but thankfully I found the solution on the internet, because otherwise you would be stuck in this, because this is the only way to defeat Rahab. Where is... Final one.
Infused with Rahab's soul, you have overcome your former vulnerability to water's touch. Immersion in water will no longer dissolve your physical body, enabling you to swim to areas heretofore beyond your reach.
Yes, now we have the swimming ability, and you can, while being in underwater, you can shoot the Soul Reaver, or if you have lost the Soul Reaver, projectile, the telekinesis projectile. And now we can explore some of the Abbey's areas. Oh, and one. You can do a high jump. But as I said, as a map, I cannot move left or right. I can only enter in free mode, and just quickly pressing the button, the camera centers around Raziel. I might keep it this setting for the time being, as it does make it a little bit easier of looking around. And I did wonder for the long time that why this wasn't happening, because I had a memory that you could do this even before acquiring the telekinesis ability, but then I thought maybe I had my memory was just wrong. But yeah, it's a little bug, and it does handicap you a little bit, since now I cannot move the camera neither left or right. I can just do it like so. But for the time being, let's keep it that way as we explore the Abbey, but that'll be in the next video. So when we come back, ladies and gentlemen, let's explore the Abbey, and let's see if I can finally find a new glyph power that I can use while exploring the Abbey. And after that, let's head towards the next destination, but that'll be the next video. Until then, as always, I'll see you when I see you. Later.